I don't know if we're going to talk about this fourth down play anymore, but I'm pulling up the screen grab of it. I will say, when you pull up the screen grab of this, I don't care if that was you back there taking that handoff, Kipp. I don't know how this did not pick up positive yards. I think it's LT Overton that splits Juan Gaston and Dontrell Glover right here. Like, we're only looking at the screen grab of it, but even the video of it is crazy. Like, Juan sort of gives him a little nudge. I don't know whose responsibilities were what, so I'm not going to point fingers on who was supposed to do what, but Juan gives him a little nudge, and he almost trampolines off of Dontrell's right shoulder. And then, like, when I'm looking at this from this moment right here, I'm like, it doesn't matter what anyone does. Cash Jones is scoring a touchdown on this play. So it is one of those things where this is going to be the moment that everyone is endlessly critical of. And if Georgia doesn't end up making the playoff this year, or Georgia struggles, like, this is going to be a moment that ultimately decided the future of who's coaching this, this offense. But my goodness, how did this? I mean, I can understand how they said, let's hurry this up. They've got one guy coming off the edge. Cash is going to be able to beat him. He's got to just beat 3 to score. And he doesn't even have to beat 3 to get a first down. He's got to beat 3 to score. If everything else is blocked right up front, that's an easy first down. We might not be talking about a Georgia win. We might just be talking about how the defense gave up a big play late again 2 years in a row, for all we know. But I will say, just this screenshot has lasered into my brain, and I've looked at it a bunch of times just saying, like, how did Georgia not pick up 1 yard? And while the criticisms are going to be fair, and I'm not even going to tell you not to be critical of how they handled hurry up or personnel, I can look at this and sort of understand why they did it, because it's like, it's right there. It's right there.
I have thoughts here.
Go ahead, Kipp.
I mean, that right there, though, if you're going to reverse engineer how that was a good decision, you're coming out of a huddle and asking, or no huddle, and asking 2 freshmen to know their blocking assignment. That was your thought process on 2 plays. They went into this thinking, we got 2 plays to get the first down. All right. And you're asking a true freshman to know who to block. And it's pretty clear they both blocked this. They chose incorrectly and left the man free. Mm-hmm. And I think you can argue, I think it was probably Dontrell Glover that didn't get his hand on there, because I think they wanted Juan to get to the next level is the way that it looks. But this was still, out of 4 possible choices, this was the 4th best decision they could have made. The first being, wait to see if there's a replay, get your first down. Every single angle looks like this guy, that Gunnar Stockton got the first down. That's one. Okay. But then that opens up the next 2 scenarios where wait to see if there's a replay. You don't get the first down. Try and get them offsides, take the penalty, kick a field goal. That's the second best choice there. You get 3 points with your automatic kicker in this situation. You tie the football game. The third best choice, wait to see if there's a replay. You don't get the first down. You put your best personnel on the field and prepare them for the assignment in the huddle. And when we're talking about whether or not I can break that tackle, you put in Chauncey Bowens, who, I mean, no offense to myself, he's going to break the tackle much better than I could ever dream of doing it, and give you a situation, prepare you to actually get the first down. They chose option 4. And again, that's why we're trying to reverse engineer how this looked on film as a good call, just like the Talon Taylor situation. I mean, he got open, but neither of those plays worked. And so now we're just trying to figure out why it could have worked instead of why you shouldn't have probably done that to begin with.